here on IceTime.TV for our midweek catch-up with Devils player coach Andrew Lorden. Andrew, you had the 8-game winning streak, maybe a couple of off performances recently. You said you were looking for a good response from the guys in practice this week. What have you seen?
It's been good, yeah. We definitely put the guys through their paces, myself included, yesterday, which was good, and another good day today. So we're back on track. I think we've had a few good, honest talks, and I think we all know what we need to do here. And now I think it's just making sure we get enough rest and make sure we have our jump there that first 10 minutes in Sheffield.
You seem to have the line settled during the 8-game streak, and then you had some illness and injuries going through the camp, and as a result you had to change up. But have you liked what you've seen? Are you thinking of keeping what you have so far with Doucette, with Martin and Morissette, and then Asselin dropping down?
I've kind of liked all the lines we put together, to be honest. I don't think there's been anything that hasn't worked. That one's a tough one. I've gone back and forth. Obviously, I liked when Asselin was with Marty and Mo. They were tremendous. We actually went back to that in the second and third in Belfast. After the first period was just the team was flat. We needed to shake things up, and we made a little move there, switching Deuce and Asselin. I really like Deuce. He's stepped up. We've given him an opportunity here finally, and he kind of battled through earlier in the year there, maybe not getting the sexy line ice time, and now that he has it, he's been producing game in and game out, which is great to see. And I think the one thing I'll say is sometimes when Patrick's not with Marty, I think he may get the puck a little bit more, and I think Marty and Asselin are both quite similar players in a way, and they both need the puck. So sometimes I think there's you can't share it around as much as maybe they both would like. So when they're on different lines, they get a little bit more, and it's interesting. But no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm sure you'll see both
Okay.
combinations throughout the rest of the year.
Fair enough. But on Sunday, you did put together a line that's now affectionately known as the Maritime line, and we've got one of the guys standing in the back of the shop at the moment. Those guys went pretty well, the Brian, Haddad, and Callaghan line.
Yeah, they were chatting away on the bench there. I don't know about what, but they played great. It was good to see. Nice combination of everything on that line. I think they all have tremendous work ethic. They all play a 200-foot hockey game. There's a good mix of size, speed, and skill there, and they were definitely feeding off each other. So yeah, we'll definitely see where that goes.
I've got to ask you a little bit about Patrick Bordeleau, because there is some discussion amongst the fans about him at the moment in terms of whether he's playing his natural game, whether he's playing injured, the level of his effectiveness. Certainly in commentary, we think he has a presence on the ice. He's forced some turnovers. Obviously, you're using him on the penalty kill. Maybe his minutes are down a little bit. What's your view on Patrick Bordelow's role at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think he started the year tremendously. He really came in with a presence, and I think unfortunately he did have a slight injury. I feel he's back to normal now, and we knew it was going to be a bit of an adjustment. Still early days here, and it's tough. A guy that obviously wants to produce offensively, and sometimes I do feel you maybe get away from your game slightly. But I know when he's on, he's a huge presence for us, and I know going forward here, we're going to see a lot of great hockey from Patrick.
Going forward, you go into a weekend which is a pretty tough weekend, starting on Friday night in the House of Steel against the Sheffield Steelers. When they came down a couple of weeks ago to Ice Arena Wales, they were fast. And I know you have a fast roster, but it was tough to keep up with them that night. What sort of, can you let us in on any alterations you've made? And you've been successful in the House of Steel so far.
Yeah, we just we need to play how we have for a lot of minutes both times we were up in Sheffield. We didn't have a good night down here, which made them look even faster. We weren't playing the body. We weren't managing the puck. And when you give a team like that, who does have great overall team speed, a lot of puck possession through the neutral zone and time to freewheel, when you let their D-men skate, you really play into their hands. And we just gotta play our game. When we play our game, we're very, very effective. And just the last couple games, we've got slightly away from it. But I'm confident we'll be back at it on Friday.
I know you play that aggressive forechecking game anyway, but does that become even more imperative against the Steelers with their fast D-men and they're probably the best puck-moving defensemen in the league, perhaps? So important to get in there and take the body on them.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at 4 out of their 6 skate unbelievable, probably 4 of the best skating D-men in the league. The other 2 are no slouches either, and they definitely know their role and they play to their strengths. And you got to take the body on them. Again, it's playing a 200-foot hockey game, and I know we're going to see some jump out of our forwards here, and that'll definitely make things a lot better for us.
I guess Paul Thompson is a great example of a British coach made good. He's gone away to Europe, got some experience. He's had a great record with the GB team. He's won a lot of league championship system, league system. How much admiration do you have for Paul Thompson and the type of teams he puts together?
Yeah, he's good. Not too often do I like him very much, but I'm sure he says the same about me. And I think it's funny. I think over the last year and a half, it seems like even from the player side of things, there is just a high level of respect, because there's just been so many wars now the last couple of years between both sides. And yeah, as far as Paul, he's what can you say? He's won 4 league titles, which is no slouch at all. He's done it in different organizations as well, and he's got a great depth of knowledge from all his years, all over the place, and with GB as well, and then overseas, and even as assistant coach, there's no slouch either. He's definitely got years and years of experience. So it's a tough test to go against those guys, but it's something I know myself and Jamie really thrive on, and we definitely enjoy the challenge.
And I guess things don't get much easier on Sunday night, or any less maybe intense when the Braehead clan come to town. A healthy rivalry developing between you guys, and I suppose this is a Todd Kelman question that he's thrown in. There was some, I don't know, maybe some personal rivalries at the start of the season. Have they dampened down at all, or what can we expect on Sunday?
Who knows? Yeah, it's both teams are fully loaded with toughness and intimidation, and I think myself and Coach Finnerty both like to play a physical style of game and a hard-working style of game. And yeah, who knows? Up there in Braehead, there wasn't too much going on the last time we played them, and I think right now both teams need 2 points very, very badly. So I think above all else, that'll be the focus.
What's the reading on your sort of personal playing circumstance at the moment? You came back into the lineup. You've been a stellar performer for the Devils for the last 3 years, but you may be playing your best Devils hockey of your career in that Ulmer Bentavolio line. You were direct. You were going to the net. You were finishing hits. But now you've come out of the lineup again. What's your read on the situation when you play yourself and when you don't?
Yeah, I was. We definitely put a lot of thought into. Fife there, the Sunday game. We considered putting Scotty back in, Scotty Hotham that is, and. He was basically ready to go, but we just felt we had won 8 games in a row. Things were rolling. In hockey, sometimes it's just nice to let things tick over, and then guys aren't overthinking; they're just playing naturally, and that's what we went with. And I just felt we didn't have our best game. And then we gave it one more chance in Belfast, and I even felt my own play has dipped a little bit the last couple games. And at the same time, Scotty's a heck of a defenseman, definitely a well-rounded. He can play in all situations, power play, penalty kill, and I felt we needed him back in the lineup. And I also felt having myself on the bench a little bit right now when we've had a couple games, Fife and Belfast, not our best hockey. I thought it might be a little bit better just to hold the guys a bit more accountable, a bit more feedback, also take a step back and really have a good look at what's going on.
You may not agree with this, but I'd like to pick your brains on it. The last couple of years, the Devils have been superb and very intense and very aggressive, maybe up until about mid-February, where it seems that the gas has begun to run out a little bit. Is four-line hockey going to help that? Did you mark that as a problem previously, and do you think that will be negated this year with extra bodies on the roster?
Yeah, that was probably the last 2 years. That's been our Achilles heel in a way. We just ran out of steam. Last year again, injuries to some of our best players really crept in and affected us. We've taken some great strides this year. We're managing things a little bit better, I think, as far as energy levels. We're keeping a good eye on it. It's my third go-around here. I think I have a great feel for what the guys' energy levels are like, especially with so many returning guys now for their third year as well. And, 4 lines, it makes a huge difference. I know even for myself, my energy levels, coaching and playing, it just makes such a difference. On Monday, I'm still beat up and hurting, but it's not anywhere near where it was when it was 3-line hockey and we were all playing, 5, 6, 7, 8 more minutes a night. So the workload's spread out a lot better right now, and I think that will 100% help us long term.
It was a moving day in Coventry yesterday with 2 in, 2 out. I guess 2 parts to this question. One, what did you think of their pickups? And secondly, for you, do the recruitment files stay away all season? Are you happy with what you got, or do you constantly monitor the market?
Yeah, I think Coventry knows what they're doing. You know, I did like Bombas for sure. I thought he had some great speed, some hands, and definitely some hockey knowledge there, and a little bit of vision. And just for whatever reason, he just wasn't able to adjust to this league. Producing wise, I know a little bit about Signer there. I think he's going to be a very good pickup for them for sure. Hardworking, pretty good skill set on him. So yeah, I mean that's their business. Not overly concerned with that.
Absolutely.
And then what was the other part of the question?
Well,
as far as us,
yeah. Do you keep an eye on things?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We always, we got people. You'd be amazed at how many guys want to come play for this team and this organization. You have to. It's part of my job. To keep an eye on things, and you're always looking to possibly improve the roster. That being said, we love our group. We put in a huge amount of time in the off season to make sure we made things right. From a budget perspective, it makes it much easier when you're not switching players in and out through the course of a season. So all these things factor in, and as long as we keep going and we keep playing our game and playing with our passion, I'm more than happy to back my troop, so to speak.
And just finally, away from hockey, a new addition to the family, I understand. How's the dog?
Yeah, we got a little puppy there. Should be good. Yeah, no, it's fun. Apparently it'll help with my stress level, so we'll see.